Ever look at exam results and you just sit there like, huh? Like, yeah, it says pass on paper, but it doesn't feel like one. That was me a few months back. I passed on paper, I crossed the cutoff mark, but in my mind, I failed. And it wasn't because anyone said I didn't do well, I did badly. It was because I felt like I didn't do enough. So let me take you back a bit. See, before the exam, I was in full grind mode, like proper tunnel vision. I gave up sleep. I gave up shows that I wanted to watch so bad. I was doing morning devotion, night devotion, prayer walks. I was like, God, please, I really want to pass this exam. My mind was that when I look at my exam result, I would be happy about it. I would celebrate about it, slow motion dance and dramatic music and all of that. But on that day, when the result came out, I put in my number and I checked my result. I just sat there. The first feeling I felt was relief because I passed my cutoff mark. And the second feeling I felt was disappointment. I was like, this cannot be it. I did not study so hard for this to be my result, and it hurt me because there's this weird kind of pain that comes with disappointing yourself. Not your family, not your friends, not your parents, not your teachers, you. Maybe you've ever felt like that too. Maybe you've gotten second when you were aiming for first, or you got a B when you're aiming for an A, or maybe people are clapping for you, applauding you, and you're just sitting there like, no, you don't get it. This is not what I had in mind. That is the thing about expectations. They are very powerful. They can motivate you. But if you're not careful enough, they have the power to also crush you. Social media doesn't even help at all. It's like they even make things worse. You had your worst breakdown, your worst moment, and then you're scrolling to social media and you see people saying, oh, I bought my first car. Oh, I got first in my department. Oh, I bought my parents their dream house. And you just sit there wondering, what is wrong with me? What is going on with me? Am I not human? But here's the thing. People don't post the nights that they cried. Even if they did post the night that they cried, it was staged. You can't possibly tell me there was a way they kept camera somewhere to wait for them when they cried. People don't post the time they have silence breakdown. And so then would assume that we're the only one falling short. But the truth is, I'm not, you're not, and we are not. It took me a few days after so much crying and spanking myself in the head. I did not shoot myself in the head. It took me a few days to breathe and reflect. And here's what I realized. I realized that I didn't fail. I just didn't reach the version of success that I had imagined. But I still made progress, and sometimes progress is quieter than we expect. Like, listen, success isn't always about big wins. Sometimes it's not giving up. Sometimes it's doing better than you did last time, and sometimes it just means showing up to do that thing. I do great, but I studied harder than I ever did in my entire life, which is very disappointing actually. I studied harder than I ever did and I still reached my ID grade.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
But I focused, I tried more, and I matured. And that matters too. It does. Yeah, I failed, but not really. I learned more about myself through this failure than I ever have through a win. I learned that my worth isn't based on a number. I learned that efforts count. I learned that disappointment doesn't mean you're not doing enough or you're not good enough. It means you care enough to want more. And you watching this, you might be in that space too anyhow, anyway, feeling or thinking that you're not enough. But let me tell you, the fact that you care, the fact that you're pushing yourself, means that there's a greatness inside of you and it's not over yet. It never is until you say so. If you're a student and you're watching this, here is something that they don't teach you enough in school. I would have been my tie and my eyeglass, but I don't have any of those. Grades don't measure potential. Grades don't measure your kindness, your creativity. Some of the smartest people I know didn't get highest score. I mean, when I was friends with Elon Musk and Bill Gates, they were feeling...
Bruh.
What I'm saying is that it's not all about your score in school. Hell, most of the successful people in the world right now dropped out of school. Please don't drop out of school. That is not what I'm saying. That is not, no. But these people, they understood how to learn, how to grow, and keep pushing. And that is what school should really be about. So yes, do your best, aim high, but do not let one grade define your value. You are more than your score. You are more than your statistic. You are a full story and you're still writing it. The pen is in your hand. When people ask me about my exam, I tell them this. My best is yet to come. I didn't fail, but I learned, and that lesson is going to carry me through more than any perfect score ever could. If you're watching this and feel like you've failed, do me a favor and take a deep breath. You haven't. You're just learning, you're just growing. And I always say this, growth is messy. It's not always pretty, but it's always worth it. Enough crying. If you made it to this part of this video, then you're now my favorite person. In that case, drop a like for this video, not because it's very informative or because it's very motivational, because I'm pretty, but drop it because if you don't, I'm going to visit you in the night and I'm going to pull out your hair one by one. To officially become my favorite person, then make sure to subscribe. That red button over there that has subscribe, does it have subscribe? I think it does have subscribe. Just click that, alright? I mean, therapy is expensive, but my channel is free, so do that and comment your trauma. I will sympathize, I promise. And before I forget, if you want to listen to more motivational talks, well organized, deep talks, and of course my precious voice behind it, then do want to check out my podcast called Becoming That Person. I'm going to drop a link for that in the description. You should check it out because I created it in the form that it looked like a roadmap to becoming that person. From the very first step, which is starting from scratch, to the very last step, which I've never figured out because we're still in the third step, which is the third episode. Please check it out and accompany me in this journey. Becoming That Person podcast on Spotify. Again, I will drop the link for that in the description. I'm thinking of creating a YouTube channel for it, but nah, I'm kind of managing this one here, so I'm not gonna put on a burden on my head. So yeah. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I mean, we could be buddies and then fall in love and then get married and move to Switzerland and have beautiful, beautiful babies. And that is it for today's video. I hope to see you in the next one, hopefully with nothing so sad. So with that being said,